Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of slope and y-intercept. This is standard 8.4C in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 29 of the 2024 released STAAR test. This is a new item type called inline choice, and if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, so we have a table of values, and we simply need to find the slope and the y-intercept. This is a two-part problem, 1 point for each part. So let's see what we can do here. If we get stuck, we can always look at our reference materials, because you'll notice right at the top, we see slope-intercept form, right, which we're going to use here for our linear equation. We could use direct variation, but the direct variation does not include a y-intercept, and this problem does. We need the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. So let me go ahead and put that in here, y equals mx plus b. And then how do you find the m, or the slope? Well, you've got that right here. We've got this m equals, and then we got the change in y, so that's y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. All right, so that is what we need here. So we can pick any x and y value. It doesn't really matter. And so I'm going to pick these two just because eyeballing them, I look at the y's and they're about 10 apart from each other. So that's going to be helpful. So I'm going to label this x1. I'm going to label this y1. You could flip these if you really need to, but just make sure your y1 is across from your x1, your y2 is across from your x2. So let's put our x2 is 31.5. And then our y1 is 21.5. So one of those two, because those look like those are going to be easy to go ahead and subtract. That's going to be 10. Now let's get our x's. X sub 2 is 11. And then x sub 1 is 7. So that 11 minus 7 is 4. All right, so I've got 10 fourths, which is 5 halves. Don't know if they want this in a decimal or a fraction, so I can go ahead and make this a 2.5 or 2.5. All right, so any way you look at it, your slope is going to be 2.5. Now, we could have used two completely different ones, so let's make this our x sub 2 and our y sub 2, and then we could have kept this as our x sub 1 and our y sub 1. We'll get the same thing, right? M equals, our y sub 2 is 16.5 minus, right, 21.5. And then we've got this x sub 2, 5 minus 7. So you end up with negatives, but that's fine. It's going to be negative 2 on the bottom. That's going to be negative 5. Look at that, negative 5 halves. Right? Same thing, because the two negatives end up making positives, and you end up with the same thing. So we're good on our slope. Let's see what version they want us to use. All right, decimal, so 2.5. Now we need our y-intercept. Well, we've got y equals mx plus b. We know that m is our 2.5, and we can substitute the y and the x with anything we want to. So let's do those again. So let's make y 16.5. Let's make our m the 2.5. And then let's make our x 5. We just need to make sure we have this pair of 16.5 and 5 plus b. Right, and then we're going to solve for b. So 5 times 15.5 is going to be 12.5. And then we just need to subtract that from both sides, 12.5. Right, and you get 4 is what you get. B equals 4. So we're going to end up getting y equals 2.5x plus b, which is going to be 4. And so we will go ahead and put that in there. And if you want, you can plug these into Desmos, this table of values, and you'll get this line.